All right, shalom, shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors unto my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and safety to all the sincere Akim that's out here pushing his word and truth and in all sincerity. Shalom. All right. And shalom to the sincere sisters as well that may be out there. I went through this lesson that was on my spirit. And Lord willing, is edifying. Give me 1 second. I'm turning. It's not going to be a long one. But while the spirit was on me, I wanted to do this lesson. And the title of it is, we are all the Most High's. We are the Most High's art. And I was listening to something and it just made me think about it. I remember Apostle Gabar had said it years ago. It's artful how we mature, and in the flesh. Even he was speaking about years ago how your grades as a man, the grades come in. That's very artful. It's very designed, like how you can go play 2K, NBA 2K, and you could create my player, and you can really age it. You can do as you please with the character. Well, the Lord is the same with us. See, where idol worship, shalom, where idolatry and self and pride and these things come into play is where that 144 in a tad, that's a spirit. Like I was meditating on this earlier, like the term walking art. We're literally walking art pieces for Yahweh Shem Yahushai's sake. But where the pride comes into play, where the humility should come into play, is we are all Yahweh Shem Yahushai's art pieces. Hell, and even when you think about art, even Esau is part of the Lord's art. Everything on this realm right now is part of the Lord's creation. So it's literally art. That's why art is nothing more than a depiction of the Lord's art. Not trying to sound deep or nothing, but it's spirit. When you're an artist and you're drawing something, you draw a bowl of fruit. The fruit itself is art. Everything is art. That's how you know the Most High, like Isaiah 55. Of course, I'm driving, but Isaiah 55, the Lord's thoughts are not our thoughts, and His thoughts are higher than our thoughts because He's the ultimate creator. That's why He's the Most High. All of this is really art, and it's a shame how this devil has turned it. But even that is even artful and it's spiritual, because it's like the Lord used Esau to destroy this, just for it to give the Lord through the elect a chance to fix it and make it healthy and whole again. That's beauty even in itself. Think about it. When you see somebody restore, like restoration. See, the Genesis, the first chapter, is the Lord in His bag of creations. In art, He just, hey, make this. On this day, we're going to do this. On this day, we're going to focus on that. On this day, we're going to focus on that. That's art. And then through the spirit, like I'm driving, but really take your time if the spirit is on you. Look up the etymology of the word art. When I looked up the word art, it literally means to join together, like join it. Like R is like to join, and R in the back part is like weapon. So even when the scriptures speak about we are the battle axes of the Lord, right, in Jeremiah, you could say that's going into the fact of art. Art is almost like the art of war. Think about these terms, the art of war. Art has a lot of different meanings to it as well. That's why I said when you really go into the word art, it literally means like putting together a weapon. See, the scriptures say, like now when you think about it, the scriptures say what? I have created a new weapon. Who's that? That's the elect. See, it's really when you take a step back and you think about the Lord as a creator, that's another element of where fear could come in play, because the Lord is like, yo, He's out there. He's deep. Everything that we see in front of us, the Lord gave the blueprint and the authority and the skill set through the Spirit to Yahweh Shai to create it. That's why the scriptures say the Lord is the creator of everything visible and invisible. And it's really mind blowing to see the things that the Lord created that we can see. Right? Think about that. There's the invisible is more than the visible. And the visible is crazy when you really look at it and think like, yo, the Lord really created all this. I saw something the other day about the park. Hey, 444 on the tag. Spiritual. I saw something the other day where birds, like ducks have the, like the Lord made fish. For instance, like ducks eat fish. So like, and then fish will have fish eggs. So the duck will eat the fish eggs and all of that, but that doesn't mean that it digested all of it. It'll digest the eggs and all that through its system into like a body of water, and those eggs will survive and become fish. So that's one way how you have ponds that are once no fish in them, empty ponds, and then you go back to them and it's just full of fish because the birds are able to carry the fish through their digestive system to other bodies of fish. Other bodies of water. If that's not some artful, like that's art. Think about these things. This is the type of things that really show you how the Heavenly Father is the Most High. He's the creator of everything. And that's why you really should fear the Most High. Because the Most High is, and then on the top of it, that's what I was saying, even with art. The scriptures say that the Lord created one people to honor and one people to dishonor. And Esau, he's the people to dishonor, whereas Jacob was created to be honored. That in itself shows you, like even the way that the Lord put the art together, it was he was particular. He cares about it. That's why, when I was, in the spirit, brothers, I was just, like I said, I was meditating on it. It hit me hard, and I was like, I'm going to do a lesson on this. Because sometimes you be out in public, right? And these people be looking at you like, it's two sides. If you in the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, it's only one or two ways. People are going to, but everybody as a whole will be like they can't help but look at you. They can't help but look at you. When I was in Atlanta, I remember some brothers, they was with me together. We went out, and this chick, she just walked up on me, and she was like, man, and it's not about me tooting my own horn, whatever. It's not about how I feel about me, but it was the moment, and she was like, man, she was almost like, she was like, she thought I was beautiful, right? And, but then but on the flip side of it, you got to know there's balance of it. Some art, a lot of people will be like, yo, that's beautiful. That's amazing. I see the value in it. But then there's people that be like, man, that shit ugly. I don't get it. Ew, gross. That's the balance of it. But nevertheless, you had to look. And that's really through the spirit how the Lord got all of us. It's not just me. I know all you brothers have these same accounts. Matter of fact, the brother that's in the comments, we were talking about this, Shalom to you. We were talking about this a few months back, how people will just be blown away by your presence, and it'll catch you off guard because you'll be like, man, what the fuck? I'm through. I'm finished. In your mind, you'll be like, I'm cooked. What the fuck? But you don't see you. See, you not seeing you is a deep thing, man. You never see you, right? Even with what I'm seeing in this video of me is still a skewed perspective of how I see myself for visually. How you see me is different. How I see it's power in that. That's why you should really, hey man, as an Israelite man, you should walk with confidence because you are being molded. The Lord is taking his time with your art. You, the art piece. He's building you. He's molding you. He's, like the scriptures say, he's the potter's we are the clay and he's the potter. All right. There's some molds and some pots that you make, right?
That them pots come together, they be worth thousands of dollars. They expensive pieces of furniture. And then there's those pots that they, kids be making coffee cups, and there's I'm just being funny, but there might be a sentimental value to it, but there's no real monetary value on that, right? Whereas that's where Esau comes into play. Some art is ugly. Some art is like, man, that's dark. I don't. Man, get that shit off the screen. I give you a good example of that. The dude, if I can't remember his name, if you're interested in looking into it, but the creator of Aliens, the author, right? The author of the series Aliens. I remember watching something on him years ago, and he's a real man. That guy, he got Satan on him, right? So like, you look at his home on the outside, it's like a regular cottage home in middle of Who Cares town, a little porch, a little regular home. But then you go inside of it, and man, when I tell you, it was just dark and evilness. You could feel it wasn't the typical home design. He had all that alien shit in there. He had it, where he was making it. It was dark. Like, I wouldn't have walked in that home. Seriously, I wouldn't have walked in that home, right? But to him, that's art. And to the Most High, Esau that's the Lord's. See, every moment when you're a creator is not positive. In 144, when you're creating, that's how you know the Lord is the ultimate creator. That's why He said, "Man, I created good and evil." Therefore, the Lord created beauty and ugly. It's balance. But like I say, I'm just dealing with the spirit of, like, you got to really, in a sense, you got to see what the Lord is doing with us as a nation is very, man, what the Lord is doing with us as the elect, as a nation, man, this is something outrageous. You got to really see the spirit of, like, this is art. The ugly, the good, the bad, the ugly, that's art. Everything you're going through in your life, you got to look at it from a point of, like, damn, the Lord taking me through all this darkness, this ugly, the down and out, the unsurety, to give us so much more. Then that's a beautiful, artful story to tell. Jake's story the Israelite story is the ultimate underdog story. Like, that's why I said in the kingdom, as it says, we're not going to be talking about the fucking Hoosiers and whoever was the 18th seed in the tournament and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to be talking about the Mighty Ducks. We're not going to be talking about the Mighty Ducks movie and the underdogs and shit like that in the kingdom of heaven. The ultimate underdog story is Israel. Even right now, everybody is counting us out. We're the detestable thing of the earth. We're deplorable, gross, niggers. That's how people look at us. Because the Lord is going to beautify us. He's going to take us from being dirty, scoundrel-looking whore on the planet Earth as a whole to being the most beautiful woman. That's Cinderella. That's Pretty Woman. That's all of these movies and storylines that is really Israel, but it's beautiful. See, nobody gives a fuck about a movie about a rich girl that's beautiful, that comes from a good family, good home, that got more successful. Nobody. Whenever you ever watch the movie and you a rich girl and she got richer and she got happier and she got more pretty and that's what's up. Yeah, like, nobody watches a movie like that. The movie you watch that you're like blown away and you're like bring them tears out of you is when you see that girl. She had a good family. She lost it. She fell down. She went through some struggles and then she persevered and she ended up being on top. Like Pursuit of Happiness. The only thing what makes Pursuit of Happiness such a great movie is the fact that he was down and out, back against the wall, and he had to be persistent, and he made something out of nothing. That's the teardrop moment. A teardrop moment is not if he was from a rich family and had money given to him, and he invested the money and he got richer, and there was no. That's not the story of Israel. That's not what we're going through. 144. So, I guess in the spirit with this lesson is really see the whole picture and really take a step back out of the hell that you catching, out of the problems that you may feel and see, out of your own insecurities. Take a step back out of all that and really look at it and be like, yo, and you'll see how the Lord is working. You'll really see how the Lord is really moving in the spirit, and you'll be like, oh man, this is crazy. That's why I said it's like, because for me, I'm being honest, in the spirit, it was like, damn, these people all in my face, what the fuck? But then I took a step back and I'm like, it's art. I'm like a new piece of art here. All of us. That's why I said it's not just about me. That's why I'm saying this lesson where it's like people take a second and look. Some people are not going to like it. Like, I don't get this art. Basquiat art to some people is trash. Keith Haring art to some people is trash, but to some people it's like, yo, that's some fly shit I like. I love Keith Haring work. But to some people, it'll be like, man, this is goofy. That's the way it go. So the Lord, it made it where the art that he enjoys is the elect, man. The elect is his favorite creation of human. He took his time where he was making humans, and he made Israel, he made Edom, he made Elam, Ishmael. He did his thing with all of them. But Israel was the one where it was like, nah, this the one. That's my work of art. Woo! This my work of art right here, Israel. This the work of art. I'm going to do their hair like this. I'm going to do their skin like that. I'm going to do their bones like this. I'm going to do their eyebrows a certain way. I'm going to do their skin tone. He's really in his bag. He was, like how women will say that proudly. They be like, ooh, Lord was in his bag when he created me. Is she being proud? Yes. Is it a false statement? No, because you're an Israelite. The Lord was in his bag when he made Israel through the Spirit. That's why I say it's humility. We are his. We are his. So that's why he's not going to let these nations continue to dishonor what's his. That's including the earth and the elements on the earth. And that's really starting with Israel, the apple of his eye. That's Israel. Starting with the elect, starting with Yahushua, the King David, all the way down to the 2/3 in the side on the next side. But on this side, we got to be dishonored. See, we're that piece of artwork. Do you know the good times? You know that picture, right? I think Eddie Murphy said he owns the original. The picture where Jake's all, he said he bought that picture back in the 80s or something, back in the day for like $50,000. But now that same piece of work is worth millions. That's Israel. See, we ain't, they don't account our labors. We're shit. But then the Lord gonna put that light on it. He gonna dust it off. He gonna re-clean it up. Take some of the stains off of it, reframe it, the whole nine, and then it's gonna be like, oh, I see it now. Oh, see, we're just ahead of the curve through the Spirit and mercy of Yahweh Shem Yahushai as the men as the elect. And Lord willing, we be the elect. We're just the ones that, you're not on this. That's one thing that Jake's good at. Nah, you're not on this. We're the trendsetters. So what more is it us than saying that, nah, Israel is where it's at. Keeping the law is where it's at. Serving Yahweh Shem Yahushai is where it's at. Being in order is where it's at. Hey, man, fearing the Lord is where it's at. And then when it click, then that's when everybody's going to be. And of course, after, in the kingdom of heaven, I mean, I'm jumping the course, but that's where the people going to bow to us and be like, nah, you got to teach us our ways. Man, tell me how you did that. After a while, that's why after 1,000 years, really, we ain't going to really have to be beating ass and fucking them up. Because they're gonna worship us. They're going to literally worship us. They're going to literally be amazed at us. And they're going to know our word is gold. So why would we, that idea, will we have to put the strong arm down and so on and so forth? Absolutely. But in the spirit of it, these nations, they're going to bow to us. We're not going to have to put in work like that. We're going to put in work in the beginning, but once this is established, these nations ain't going to be going hard against us. And that's why when Nate and all these niggas is talking this shit about after a certain period of time, they're going to rebel. Why? That goes against Isaiah, the 2nd chapter, where they say, teach us your ways. They're going to want to know how we are us. That's what everybody pays attention to how Judah, specifically Judah in America, gets down. That's a fact. The world pays attention to Judah. That's why the scriptures say, and I'm gonna close here. That's why the scriptures say all knees shall bow to Judah, man. See, on this side it's easy to talk shit and downplay Judah, and man, Judah is the prototype. Judah is the ultimate prototype. Yahweh Shai came out of Judah. Yahweh Shai is a Judite. All this shit gonna go away, and everybody gonna recognize how great and beautiful, starting with Judah is, and how amazing the all 12 of the tribes are, because we're gonna be in our glory. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying and spiritual. With that, I'm gonna give all the glory and honor to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakwarash. A double lines unto my apostles and elders. Hey, shalom to all you brothers. I didn't get a chance to see your comments, but I know it was in the spirit, the water for that. Shalom to all of you, man. I miss you, brothers. Shalom.